everybody, and welcome to my Thursday 1 o'clock live. I hope you are all doing really well, and if you are here live, just pop a hey in the comments so I know that you're here, and if you're watching it later, it'd be great for you to just put a hashtag replay so that I can come back and look at all your comments. So we're going to get straight into it today, and whilst I'm all about obviously keeping going, driving forward, especially in these kind of weird times, I think it's also worth sort of noting your feelings, taking a step back, tapping into your feminine side, and just acknowledging any feelings of anxiety, overwhelm and stress right now. And there's just no right or wrong. Some days you're going to feel less anxious than others and stressed than others, and it's all okay. And in fact, you might just have a complete mixture of emotions all through the day. So, worrying itself is just not going to help you. So today it's all about me giving you some really practical tips that you can just keep to hand, so that when you need them, they're there for you to bring about a calmer and happier you for you. Because actually, stress itself can actually be good for us. It can be a really good motivator for us. So what we want to do is actually learn how to harness that stress and manage that anxiety, so that it doesn't hold us back. It's actually motivating us instead of holding us back. Because actually, if we can stay really positive and maintain those positive thoughts at the moment, it can really determine how we're getting through these types of crises. So first of all, I want you to just think about that feelings are just feelings. They're not facts. Again, there's no right or wrong to any of this. So I just want to remind yourself to go one step at a time, actually. Just be confident and replace any negative feelings that are popping up for you, and focus on something that you enjoy instead. So start by just noticing all the things around you. Even in lockdown at the moment, you can still savour those small moments, can't you? Even just that you can go and sit outside and get some sunshine, or the smell of coffee, or that warm water. So, when you're actually having some negative thoughts and feelings coming in, it's really great to actually just sort of flip them and get used to actually flipping them, so that you can focus on something that you do enjoy, even the smallest things. And I really want you to kind of stop and take notice of those small moments that you've got. Even just the fact that you can just hug your children and spend more time with them, or whatever. So rather than rushing around on autopilot at the moment, just actually get in the moment and enjoy enjoy what's going on in the moment, because that can actually just really elevate your mood and kind of boost the feel good factor that you've got, and feel calm. Also, I want you to think about just clearing your mind. Maybe you're feeling quite overwhelmed right now, and is there something, are there things that you've signed up for that you probably don't need right now? Or just consider dropping a few things that you just don't need to do right now, and do them at a later date. And just like all your wardrobes, or your cupboards, or your kitchen drawers, or whatever, your mind can fill up. It can fill up with those unnecessary and unwanted stuff. So it's really important to have a bit of a clear out and get straight and organised as well. So maybe just practicing some mindfulness and some breathing exercises. There's a great technique of breathing in for 3, holding for 4, and breathing out for 5, and that's a really good method to get into the moment. And make a to-do list and just sort of clear things out. Get really straight with yourself. Use this opportunity to get straight and organised too, so you're not filled with all that that clutter that you don't need. So here's a couple of techniques for you, and these are some NLP techniques for us. So I'm going to just pop those there. I've got some notes to make sure that I'm going through all of these with you, and we're going to finish off with a really nice exercise. So this one is like a dissociative technique or dissociation technique in NLP, and it's where if we can disconnect ourselves from any emotion, then we can actually reduce stress, anxiety, and the feelings associated with it. Because usually when we're worrying and we've got those sounds and feelings and kind of images that come into our mind, it's when we experience them as if they're happening right now, as if we're in that moment, that it gets us all worked up. And you might feel it in your chest, in your stomach, high up here, wherever you feel it, it's usually that you're associating into that in the moment right there. And that's where we've got increased feelings. So we can easily change those feelings with a really, really simple technique. And this is actually imagining yourself almost floating your awareness out of your body. So it's actually in the picture itself. So you can see yourself actually in your mind's eye. So what I want you to do now is think about something that you are anxious about right now, that you've got some bad feelings about. And when you think about it, I want you to just ask yourself, can you form a picture? Can you form an image in your mind of it? Now, there may be some sounds, there may be some feelings, but you will predominantly get a picture first. So get a picture of that in your mind. And as you're doing that, just note all the feelings. How does it feel when you're actually thinking about that specific thing right now and you've got a picture of it? Now what I want you to do is actually put your body in that picture so that you can see yourself in that picture. So put yourself in the picture itself. And just notice there, because you're disassociating yourself, it's not actually you seeing it, it's actually you seeing yourself doing it. Then you are dissociated, and actually you will see that the feelings will reduce really, really quickly. So that's tip number one. And we're going to take that a little bit further now as well. So the images and our pictures and all of our experiences in our mind that cause these emotions, again, we can make them really less intense. And so we're going to take the technique that we've just done a little bit further. And what I want you to do now is we're going to actually push the sound and the image far away from us. So we're going to shrink it. So I want you to get that picture back in your mind, the picture that, of something at the moment that is making you anxious, is making you stress, it's worrying you. So get a picture in your mind, and I'll give you a second to just get that picture in your mind. And now what I want you to do, you're going to push that picture, you're going to zoom that picture right across the room. Zoom it right across the room now. And as you're doing it, you're going to make the picture go small and dark. Shrink it right down so it's about the size of a postage stamp, and it's right across the room. Right across the room. Even, you might want to even zoom it out into the garden, wherever it is. But I just want you to whiz that picture out, so it's far into the distance. And as you're doing it, you're shrinking that picture right down. And then what you're going to do, you're going to put yourself in that picture. So you're in that picture and you're seeing yourself in that picture that is way, way, way far away from you. Maybe you can just see the back of your head, or maybe you can see your whole body. But you are literally flipping that so it's whizzed across the room. And again, it's a dissociation technique. When you are dissociating from the actual feelings of actually experiencing it right now, that's when we can actually lower those feelings, the intensity and the anxious feelings that you've got. So I want you to give those techniques a try. Now, on the flip of that, because if we are feeling anxious and stressed, it's because we're in it right now. We're in that moment. We're feeling all of those emotions. So that technique we've just done is separating those emotions. So you can actually flip that now to actually get a positive. So what you're going to do now, I want you to remember a really, really good memory, a really happy time. Just get that time right now where you were feeling really, really happy. And I want you to just now picture that time in your mind. Picture it right now, where you're feeling as if you are there and you're looking through your own eyes. And I want you to really turn up the visuals on it, all of the brightness, make it the most compelling picture, and all the sounds, what are all the sounds going on there? And just imagine how happy you are being back in that time. So we can flip it, you know, those where we're feeling anxious, we can flip it to a good memory. And actually another one that is a really simple one, and I only found this out last week from a really great friend of mine, a coach. My coach is Kirsty Carden, and she's actually saying that if you are feeling anxious right now, sip some water. And because actually, you know, if you are in that kind of the fight-flight mode, you're not drinking. So take the moment and sip some water. Really good little tip from her. Right, okay, so we're now going to finish off, and we're going to just imagine something. So what I want you to do now, I'm going to just guide you through this kind of bit of a visualization, but more of an imagining time as well. So I want you to now imagine a place that you find really comforting, you know, that special place for you. And, you know, that could be, you know, going to your grandparents' house, or going in the garden, or being on a beach, in the sunshine, any special place that you've got. I want you to now imagine that you are in that special place. And it might even be a place that you've never been before. You know, anywhere that you think you would feel really comfortable. And I want you to just take a few deep breaths to start off with. So we're just going to breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to develop that really vivid picture of that relaxing place for you. Continue to breathe deeply. And as the image develops now, I want you to notice what you can see. Are you outside, or are you inside? Are you alone? If not, who is with you? Just focus on all of the details. What do you see? Continue to breathe really deeply. And now what do you hear? What sounds are present? Notice all the details of what you can hear. And continue to breathe really deeply. As you now notice what you can smell. You know, if you're in the garden, you may smell some grass or flowers. Just think about what you can smell and really focus and allow yourself to take in that smell. Continue to breathe deeply. Now, do you feel anything physically? Now, is there a breeze? Can you feel the wind on your face? Are you sitting on the sand? So can you feel the sand? What's the texture? What does it feel like? Just notice any physical sensations that you can feel. And continue to breathe deeply. Now, can you taste anything? Are you eating or drinking anything? Notice any taste sensations that you may feel. And continue to deeply breathe. So breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you begin to return to the present, I want you to allow your image to fade slowly as you continue to breathe deeply. And just remind yourself that you can return there any time that you want. And now, just notice that any feelings of anxiousness are all disappeared, and you just notice how good it feels to feel relaxed. And when you're ready, just bring your attention back to the now and open your eyes. Just have a good stretch. Stretch yourself, shake your shoulders, and just notice how good that feels. And keep on smiling, everybody. Keep on smiling. Have a lovely, lovely day. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.